another episode of This Square Room. My name is Jonel and I'm here with Hugh-Gene and Deswayne. Guys, hello.
Hey.
Y'all can say something, you know.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, that's so nice of you.
For
Cue
what?
to like 10 minutes down in the episode. Just all of us talking over one another.
Normally you do that and then you're like, how are you guys? That's what I was waiting for.
Maybe I just want someone to ask me how I am for once. Okay?
I do. We ask you last.
Maybe I just want to go first for once, okay?
Joe, how are you?
You know, I'm not prepared. I'm not used to being asked. I'm used to the one asking the questions. Hugh, Des, how are you guys?
Wow, so you're just going to ignore me?
Yeah, because I'm not used to it. Like, circle back to me.
Okay.
Hugh?
Oh, I thought you said Des first.
No, she said Hugh first.
I always say Hugh first.
I'm good.
Cool.
That's good.
You asked me how I am, I said good.
I know, but normally, like, when you see someone's like, oh, hi, how are you? And the person's like, oh, I'm good. How are you? Like, that's just, like, normal conversation etiquette.
I'm just going basically how we go every week. You asked me how I said good, then Des asks how
you are rarely good, Hugh.
I'm fine.
No, the last couple weeks, he's been like, I'm good. But
okay. Usually it's...
I was being honest.
Barely alive.
No, that's good. I thought it was, like, good.
Hanging in there.
And I was waiting like, whoa, he's good. Like,
yeah, just good.
What happened? Okay, that's good.
That's good.
I'm okay. I'm just okay.
Just okay? I feel like that's how it's been for the last couple weeks.
Yeah, days are
He's
just
good,
going
you're
by
okay.
at this point.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
It's a little sad.
Yeah.
Time slipping through your fingers.
No, not slipping. Just no fingers.
Oh, you're not even trying to hold on to the
I'm
time.
not
You're
even
just
like
watching it pass you by.
I honestly wake up, look at the time, get my son ready for school, come home, go back to sleep. Wake up, look at the time, prepare dinner, go back to sleep.
You know that Everest College commercial? It's like you're sitting on the couch watching the time pass by.
Yeah.
Like that's
that is actually I understand it now. I completely understand it. Because I don't even reach the couch.
I enrolled in Everest College.
I don't even reach the couch. Like it's that bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Des.
And like I'll be watching a movie like 20 minutes into the movie, like I just sleep uncontrollably.
I feel like it's also like a seasonal thing.
It's a life thing.
It's for sure a life thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like the fact that it's like the weather where you don't want to get out of your bed. So it's like
fun fact. Before I came here, I believe it was 4:40, and I'm on the couch and I'm like, Kaden, wake me up at 5:05. I have to wake up at weird times because if I wake up at 5 or 5:10, I feel like I can go back to sleep. I don't know why. So it has to be like weird.
Okay.
So I'm like, wake me up at 5:05. He's like, okay. So I close my eyes and then I hear, there's no way you're sleeping. And I thought I was dreaming. And he said it again, there's no way you're sleeping. And I'm like, huh? And he's like, you were just snoring. I'm like, I think I fell asleep. What time is it? What time was it?
It's still 4:40.
4:41.
Oh, okay. That's better than what I thought.
And I was like, what time is it? He's like, 4:41. And I was like, no way. He's like, you just asked me the question and then you started snoring.
Yeah, but Des, you know this about yourself.
No, I do, but I was like,
the three of us have been here talking, and I remember Hugh got up and went to the bathroom, and you and I were still talking, and then like I stopped talking to you for 1 second, and you were snoring, and then you like popped back up, you looked at me, I looked at you, like it was an understanding, like yeah, you were sleeping, but it's okay. You went back to sleep, and like you slept twice in the time that Hugh went to pee. Yeah.
I don't mind it though. I like the fact that I fall asleep fast. Like,
No, it's good.
Listen, I envy that because I'm tossing and turning with my inner
which
demons.
doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. How are you, Joe?
I'm okay. I actually saw this and I wanted to share it with you guys. It's super random, but I was like, what the hell? So Tyrese posted a picture of it's a giraffe like with its mouth around a pole. Right? And he captioned it, I need to get on the first flight to Africa ASAP.
Have you seen the video?
No. Oh, it was a video?
That's a video from a long time ago. The giraffe is doing some shit. And I understand, like, if you see the video, you kind of get why he said it, but it's still out of pocket.
Yeah. You're talking about a giraffe. I was like, what the hell?
You know what?
What's out of pocket mean?
Like, unnecessary.
Out of line. Unacceptable.
Yeah.
Is that what the kids are saying?
Yes. Yeah. Now it's called out of pocket.
That's not even what the kids are saying. what the people who used to be kids are saying.
That's what everybody's saying out of pocket.
This is the screenshot I have, though. So to give you an idea, I didn't know it was a
Yeah,
video.
let me find the video.
Oh my god.
It's actually. I see what he's saying. And
He's
like
trying to get his dick sucked.
people,
But he's talking about a giraffe.
but people say it like when certain animals, you see certain things, you be like, oh, I wonder what that mouth do. Or he's making kind of like a joke like
no,
that.
you don't do that. You see like a tree that has curves, and you're like, oh, that tree needs to stop playing with me. You don't say
It's the
that
same
about
thing.
an animal.
It's the
Trying
same
to
thing.
find one of them tribe girls with the rings around their neck.
Oh my god. Oh my
Them
god.
long ass necks. That's what he's trying to find. Got all that space for a reason.
Oh Jesus! I was literally like, that's
Okay,
gross.
this is.
Oh, this is the video.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Why
the
is it doing
giraffe
that?
is like slowly just sucking the shit out of the pole. Yeah.
Yeah, that made me feel uncomfortable.
And like the
the
longer
fact that
version,
you pulled that up so quickly also made
the
me
longer
feel
version to
uncomfortable.
the video, like it, because they have long tongues.
Yes.
So it sticks its tongue out and like wraps it around the pole while going
Well,
down
their
and
tongues
up.
do that so they can like reach the leaves. And
But
horny
this
giraffe.
giraffe was doing some shit.
It's a horny giraffe.
Have you ever seen giraffes fight? They legitimately take their whole head and neck and swing it into one another and like use their heads and necks as weapons.
What else could they use?
I know, but it's just like, oh my god, like I get whiplash looking at it, like watching the.
I mean,
what is
on
it,
the bright
Discovery
side,
Channel.
There's an hour long of that short clip. There's an hour long version.
Probably like
Yeah,
10
probably
hours.
on,
And
like,
20
Pornhub?
on YouTube, and 27K people have viewed it.
Are you one of them?
That's no, not.
How
that.
do you know that then?
Not the long. Oh, I'm looking at it.
It says review.
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
Try to
Des.
get me. I
was
deleted
conscious
that
of
one.
Clear search history.
But I did.
What?
I was talking to this girl this week, and I was we were talking about what do you say? Trigger warning.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. That was the warning. We
Oh,
were
okay.
talking about Two Girls, One Cup,
Okay.
and she recently saw it like a couple months ago, and I was asking her if she's seen
For
two.
the first time?
Yes.
Oh.
And then I
remember
asked her
that
if she's
feeling.
seen Two Guys, One Horse, and she
That guy
was,
died.
that's what I was telling her, and she's like, "What?
Wait, what? I haven't heard of that one. I don't want to see it, but I'm just
It is what you think it is.
two guys, one horse.
Well, it's one guy, one horse, but like his friend is like, fixing the horses.
I heard that there was one. If I'm not mistaken, it was like two guys in like a jar or something like that. I'm pretty sure, or maybe it was one guy in a jar.
I
but
just know the whole thing was a challenge.
I just heard it was a jar in a butthole, and then
That's uncomfortable.
It broke.
Oh my god.
That's what I heard. Again.
Well, the
didn't
guy
see
who
it.
won that whole challenge thing was a guy who like got his pee hard, and then like tied it tight, and then cut it, and then ate it. It was some challenge for like a couple $1 million kind of thing, like the craziest thing. Anyways, but we're talking about the Two Guys, One Horse thing.
Wait.
You
can't.
thought people just did this just to do it? It was like a whole challenge. The Two Girls, One. That's why everything came out at the same time.
I don't know because I didn't watch
There's
these.
Two
I only
girls,
saw
one
Two Girls,
pretzel,
Cup
Two
because
girls,
one of
one
our, like,
finger.
early episodes, Hugh made me watch it on
I
air.
didn't make you do shit.
When
You
I
could have
say-
looked away.
Honestly,
when I
I'm
say
not gonna
make,
lie to you.
You didn't like hold my eyeballs open.
The balls in the butthole thing. You
That was
made,
more forced.
That was
I'll take accountability for that.
Okay, fine.
No problem with
Yeah,
that.
because
one.
you're like, I got a video for you guys,
Yeah, it's
and
like,
did
here you
not
go.
warn us. But here's the thing: I had heard about Two Girls, One Cup. I knew it was something sexual. I did not know.
It was that bad.
No, of
Yeah.
course not.
Oh well.
Oh well, I still have nightmares.
You're fine.
I was.
I can't look at soft serve ice cream the same.
I was. When that video got sent to me, I watched the first 2 seconds and I saw where this was going, and I immediately ran to the living room with my laptop.
So all those videos were to win money?
Yeah.
In what part of the world?
Where else would it be?
Romania or
America?
some
I believe it was America. I'm not gonna lie to you because they're great people. I don't know which part of the world, to be honest. I just assumed it was America because they're
Home
fucked.
of the brave for real. Like if you're
Yeah.
gonna fuck a horse, like you gotta be brave.
No, the horse fucked him.
Oh, sorry, that's what I mean. Well, get fucked.
So I was explaining it to her, and she's like, "No." So I went to go try and find the video, and I was explaining to her the first time I've watched like bestiality porn as a kid when I was younger.
The
And, like,
first time? There's
yeah.
several?
like you know how you download videos on LimeWire?
No.
LimeWire, you just click, and
I
it's
never
always
did
something
that.
wrong.
No. No, I did try to do music.
And it was not what you clicked.
No, I think it usually was.
Okay,
I
for
wasn't,
me, like a lot
you
of
know.
times, because I downloaded a lot of music, it wasn't what it said it was. So I remember I clicked something and I see a girl masturbating. And I was like, yes! And I'm watching. And then, long story short,
A dog licked her pussy.
she had more than licked her. She let the dog do the do. And I was like, I couldn't,
they call
like,
it
I
doggy
just
style.
froze. And I was just watching it. And then she gave the dog head. And I was scarred for life. Scarred for life.
No. Why
Yeah.
would you tell me that?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm so glad my dog's not in the room.
Yeah. So then I was trying to find the 2 Guys, 1 Horse video. And instead, I found a whole website with bestiality. And I
Wait,
was
this is recently you were trying to
like a couple days ago.
Put your phone down.
No. I'm not going to show you guys. I'm not going to show you guys. And I just showed
Really,
her.
Hugh, you out of everyone
I
are
want to
saying
see people fucking animals.
we didn't want to see someone lay their
No,
own.
it's
That's
so
fine.
bad.
Okay.
Like because she didn't believe these videos were real. She's like, no way, Des, click one. So I click one. She's like, no, click that one. I'm like, okay. So I click it, and this girl is going giraffe Tyrese on the horse, and the horse like ejaculates loads, and she's just
Yeah.
taking it in her face and in her mouth, and then continued until it
First
got
of
hard.
all,
Oh
horse
my.
semen is like the most expensive semen in the world because like racehorses
Oh
and stuff.
Lord!
So,
Look
like-
at his face.
Well, I'm just like that's a lot of wasted money unless the horse is like not,
Lord.
you know.
I was just
It's not
like
a protein.
I was just thinking the drugs that you have to be on to.
It's not drugs. It's trauma.
I don't even think it's that. I
you
think
know
it's
what?
My
natural.
parents don't love me.
Okay, see, I was about to agree with you, but then like
That's
there's-
trauma.
there's-
Parents not loving you.
Yes, that's true, but there's other forms of trauma.
Nah, I'm just gonna go with the parents
you
not loving
always
you.
revert to
Parents not loving you.
Yeah.
At least this time he said parents.
Yeah.
And I was explaining to her like I was at work one time and I read something and it was like on certain parts of the world
People fuck goats and donkeys. Yes,
That's what I was
know.
telling her.
I was watching the show called The Grand Tour, which is like a spin-off of Top Gear. Same guys. They were in.
That was the same guys?
Yeah, they were in Colombia.
Mm.
And they in the distance, it was a guy getting fucked by. He was fucking a donkey. Apparently, it's a thing in certain rural parts.
And
And he's
guys-
like, that guy's fucking a
Did either of
donkey.
you guys see the Black Mirror episode where
Nope.
like I think it was like literally the first one or the second one of the first season, and some people were like
Spoiler alert.
It was years ago. They were blackmailing the prime minister of like England to basically live stream him having
pig.
sex with a pig. Yeah. Oh, so you know what I'm talking about.
pig.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah, I
like
watched it.
traumatizing. Oh, you did? Okay. I didn't know you watched Black Mirror. Cool, good conversation. Anyways.
I need that in a clip. I didn't know you watched Black Mirror. Crickets.
this is what most of my conversations with you go like.
Yeah, it's I don't remember why I brought up the whole horse thing.
Because you wanted to be nasty for no
Yeah, sounds
reason.
about right.
Hello. Fuck this pig. Save your data.
Oh boy.
Okay, so you need to fill me in because you had.
Yes, I had a different weekend than my usual sleeping.
You're actually forced to be awake for several hours at a time.
Yeah, which was crazy. It was a very long day, but it was okay. So, I'm not a person that really likes. We've talked about it before. I don't really like to go places. Really, like getting me, yeah. But especially baby showers, because I think it's ridiculous.
Isn't it just for chicks?
That's what I thought.
No, that's a
but it's
bridal
not.
shower.
I thought.
It's not apparently.
not? Damn.
No. When
The man is having a baby too.
I know I could stay home.
when my son was being born, before Caden was born, they were having a baby shower, but they told me I don't need to be there.
I thought that's what I always thought.
So I was like, yeah. So now let's backtrack to me being younger me. So I don't have to be there. I go to my friend's house. I won't even get there. So I go to my friend's house and I get a call. Where are you? I'm at so-and-so's house. Okay, well, you need to come to the community center right now. For what? What do you mean for what? The baby shower. What? Like, what are you talking? Anyways, forced to go. So I go, and younger me, when I'm somewhere I don't want to be, I let everybody know that I don't want to be there by showing them I don't want to be there. And it just turns out that they chose the right day to ask me to come because I was wearing a shirt with a half-naked girl on it sitting on a bike to the baby shower. And I had to take off my jacket because it was like coldish. So I had to take off my jacket. And in any picture I'm in, so is this half-naked girl and my straight face. And it was the best day ever.
You couldn't even smile.
No, I didn't know.
It was your son's baby shower. Didn't you say it was Caden's baby shower?
I did. And I did not want to be there because I was told I did not need to be there.
Is the shower technically for the mother or
Yes,
for the baby? Well, you're showering the baby.
It's
for the
showering the baby.
Unborn baby.
For the mother.
For the baby.
However,
it's stuff for the baby.
Yeah, but the baby doesn't give a shit. It's a baby. It's a mom that
No,
gets
it's not
excited.
even really a baby yet.
It's a
It's
becoming
womb.
a baby.
It's a womb.
Uh,
it's the womb.
okay.
Still,
I'm not going
baby.
to
So yeah, this weekend I went to my first one and tried to put on a smile and enjoy myself. And
Failed.
no, it wasn't bad.
Good.
It felt more of a game night than it did a baby shower. It was like a baby theme party.
That's the key.
Yeah, that is actually the key. So anyone listening who is planning a baby shower, make sure it feels like a game, like fun. Don't
Make people actually want to come.
Yeah, like everyone there, we were having a great time, and like my friends are all really competitive.
Did the expectant mother like sit and open presents?
No,
because I think that's the part that really feels because like it's like baby clothes.
all
like,
the
that's
attention,
the part
yeah,
that feels very
God.
babyish. Yeah.
Yeah, but she did have like an appointed chair and like all that stuff. But yeah, it was really fun, and like everybody was there. That was super competitive. So when it was time for games, like teams, there was like team 1 and team 2.
You play spoons?
No, I wish. Oh, that would have gone crazy. Oh God, it's great. We played.
Can't play that game when I have like nails because you break nails.
We played charades, but with a room full of black people who are competitive, it doesn't end.
Oh God.
Very well.
There was a lot of shouting.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like it was loud.
It was beyond. When I say beyond loud, but it wasn't like bad loud. It was like
fun loud.
Yeah.
Of course.
And then when we started to play Family Feud, that was even worse because apparently people don't watch the show and don't know how it works. So everyone's just chatting. And I'm like, shut up. It's not your turn. Shut up. You're not on our team. Yeah, that's why I'm telling you. It's not your turn.
Everyone knows no matter what the person says, the rest of the team has to say, good answer.
Hey,
good
thank
answer.
you. Thank
Come
you.
on.
But what they would do is like, let's say it was, it's your turn, Joe. They'd be like, okay, so, and I'm like, no, you can't. They have to guess. Shut up, Des.
Yeah.
You're not on our team.
They can only like convene when
they're trying to steal it.
Right, and then they all huddle.
And then it has to be
Of
the first person.
I
will
should have
say,
been there. I'd been good at this.
No, it would not have. Yeah, you would have been like, guys, wait, and no. My mom was there. My mom was there.
I know.
I like the way you said it the first time. That was better. The second one was mean.
Me and her got into it, but not like really got into it because she
Like
really likes.
lighthearted getting
Yeah,
into it,
she really likes Family Feud, so she's trying to get everyone's attention. So she grabs the speaker and like blasts the music because when people hear loud music, they stop.
Yeah.
So that's what she did. And I look at her and I turn it back down. And then everyone's still kind of chit-chatting and she blasted again. And I turn it back down. I'm like, Mom, stop.
This
She's
is
like,
happening and no one's like
no, but
talking.
people, like there's a couple people because there's maybe like 20 to 30 people. And my mom's like, oh, I didn't do nothing. And I'm like, Mom, look me in my face and tell me you did not turn up the music.
Lies.
She's like, I didn't turn up no fucking music.
Oh, wow. Jesus.
And I turn around and everyone starts dying because they all heard that. And I turn around. I'm like,
Well,
you
yeah, 'cause
guys
you turned it
wonder
down,
why
that's why.
I can lie so well. My mother looked me in my eye and told me she didn't do something that we all watched her do. Okay. But yeah, it was a good night. I really enjoyed it. So for those of you, like I said, who will have a baby shower in the near future, in the distant future, ever in your life, make it
or if you're
fun.
hosting one for someone else.
Yeah, make it fun. Make it more about games and
Make it less about the person and more about the game.
yes, yes, please.
Well, if that's what the person wants, if they want it to be all about them,
if they want it
then
to
do
be
what
all
they want.
about them, then
Stay home.
yeah, don't even plan it for them. And that was my weekend.
Weekend.
That was actually just Saturday, but yeah. Sunday was good. Caden had a basketball game.
You win?
Oh my Jesus!
He won.
They won, and they.
Well, how much?
It's not like it was a
proud?
blowout.
Were you proud?
I was very proud
There
as
you
the
go.
team because I'm a
What about
I'm a
your son?
team
What about your
parent.
son?
Oh, I'm always very proud of him.
Good job. Good job.
I'm a team parent, so I'm
What's the team called?
No. Don't do that. That's
Oh.
his son, and that's like you're essentially doxing his child. Don't do that. That's not safe.
docting.
Doxing.
All the teams have like the same names.
I know, but don't do that. That's not.
Huh? Okay. Don't say the teams. Huh?
I'll tell you after. I'm like the sideline coach. Me and another dad.
Oh, you're a coach.
No, I'm not.
No, he's one of those parents that like yell from the sidelines and
Yeah.
like, do that, go that, pass the ball.
Yeah, 100% me. Look out behind you. But
Cross him.
yeah,
like,
Break those ankles.
If you're on
That's
the
exactly
team,
what I yell.
you love Des, but
Love.
if you're the other
Love.
team's parents, you're like,
It's
why will
crazy.
Des sit down and shut up?
the thing is, there's a couple teams that we faced, and the parents love it because like it's like I bring
Some of them hate
certain
you. You know they
energy.
hate
Oh,
you.
for sure.
Yeah.
There's some of them that look at me like, ugh. But a lot of
Jeez,
them,
here we
like, when they see me, even before the game, they're like, hey, buddy, let's have a good game. And I'm like, oh, we're going to destroy you.
I'm gonna
Cool,
kill your
like-
son. We're gonna bury him in the ground.
Yeah. But it's crazy. Like, even that, like, there's another dad on the team who also, like, because during practice, I help coach. Just, like, I can't shut up. I can't help it. I was a coach. I can't help it. So there's another dad who did coach basketball, but high school basketball. So he gives his input as well. And, like, what did you just yell? We'll bury him?
Yeah, in the ground.
The dad will yell shit like that. Drop that motherfucker. I'm like, Jesus Christ, they're kids. Like, calm down. Like, I will yell stuff like, you can beat him. Like, he's too slow.
Lame.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, even with the ref, ref, what kind of fucking hillbilly call was that? Go back to the boonies. Yeah. And I'm like, jeez. And one time the ref, like, looks over at him, and he's like, it was him. And he points at me. And I'm like,
That's
what?
the type of guy that he would want to befriend. That's the
Yeah,
type of
no,
dad
he's very
that
cool.
Hugh
That's a cool guy.
would-
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
Cool guy.
He
That's a
is.
cool guy.
Yeah.
Drink some beers in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be that
Yeah,
dad.
but they played like a team, and it was great. That's what made me excited because that's what we're like. We see what they see what we're talking about now, and now they're executing it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So very proud.
That's good.
A very proud basketball dad
That's good.
So you went from yelling at your mom over Family Feud to just yelling
at kids.
on the
Nah,
court.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and like when the
man.
game was done,
How's your
like
throat? Your voice is okay?
no, it's great. Yeah. When the game was done, like. Because I talked to each kid individually about like what they contribute and what they do, and like individually they all kind of came to me after the game to kind of like give me like a dap and hear what I have to say, and I'm just like, I'm so proud of you. Like, they're all like my children, and I'm technically I don't want to say I'm the coach. I really like the coach, but the assistant coach.
Right.
You're out of here.
Well, there's a reason why he's the assistant coach.
Is he the assistant?
You're like, I'm the unofficial assistant coach.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah.
What did you say? What did you call yourself? The courtside coach?
What did I call myself? Is that what I don't remember?
I don't know. It should be the courtside coach.
Yeah. Because even as the kids
You
are
should
playing,
like show up in like a T-shirt that says
I'm the
courtside
real coach.
No.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
You said you like the actual
Yeah, I
coach.
do,
So
I
you
do.
can't.
Yeah, you're right.
Courtside coach.
yeah. Because even like while the kids are playing, they'll kind of look over at me when they make a mistake or do something good, and like everybody knows they're looking at Des, and
I
like
need to look at the
they'll
coach.
shoot a 3, and like they'll hit the 3, and they'll look at me with such a smile. I'm like,
Aw.
you're the man. You're the man.
Oh, and you know what? That probably makes Caden feel good too. That like all his
I
little
know.
friends.
But
My dad's not a
like you.
piece of shit. My dad's good.
Yeah, and we talked about me coaching, and we agreed no.
Yeah,
And I get it. I get it. I wouldn't want my dad to coach my team either, no matter how cool you
I feel
are.
like it's the same reason he said that he
not
doesn't
that
want to
bad.
get into volleyball.
Yeah.
Like it's just like
It's not that
like
bad.
this is enough, no more.
Your dad coach,
Yeah, my dad was a coach for baseball. It's not that bad.
like your coach?
It's not that
Yeah, but he's a different type of person than Deswayne.
bad. No, it wasn't bad. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. He was a coach for like all of us. It was good.
Oh, okay.
It was good. It was
I don't know. It felt kind of biased the way you were saying it, so that's why I'm looking at
good.
you.
No, it was, what? How was it biased?
I don't know. You're like, yeah, it was pretty good.
It wasn't bad.
Because everybody I speak to, it's always like the coach's kid is the kid that kind of sucks.
No, so we had because
You're saying that you probably sucked at
asking,
baseball,
but is that how can be biased?
But he didn't know. He probably
that's
didn't
what
know.
I'm
You
saying.
can't say that, Des.
But
now he's
that's
finding
what.
out
No,
that
now I want to
that
know.
he really sucked at baseball this whole time.
I didn't say that.
no, there's like both of the head coaches, like both the sons were on the team. The other one was kind of a brat.
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of like he acted like he was like the captain of the team and no one really like respected him that much. But no, it was fine. He wasn't like in your face about it. He was kind of like he was like distant. You wouldn't know. You know because we look alike, but you wouldn't know.
Okay.
You know, so yeah.
Yeah, I think for Caden, it's more of a like where we are and how we speak is good. If I become the coach, I think he's gonna feel like I'm picking on him or I'm not doing certain, like I'm pushing him to the side, and I wouldn't want him to feel like that. Which is why I understand why we agreed not to coach.
Yeah.
Because if you hear your dad cheering hard for all the other kids, and then he's like, "Yeah, good job, buddy," you're just like, "Wow,
Dad,
okay.
but you love
yeah." But then if I cheer really hard for him, it's like, "Yeah, of course you are. That's your son, buddy." Yeah. And that would be the case.
All right. Well, I'm glad you had a nice weekend.
Thank you.
Now we are about to get into some listener questions. This is the portion of the podcast where if, someone like yourself, you listening, wants to be a part of the conversation, you can write into us at thissquareroom.com/ask and ask us a question, share a story, whatever it may be. We're gonna do, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do like 3 of them today, but they're
You know what? I was actually sorry before you started. I was actually gonna tell Hugh, good job. He made a small noise, and I felt like more wanted to come out, but he restrained himself.
But
No, that was it.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay,
Yeah, that was it.
Because he did a little,
No, but then the rest.
and then that came out. I was
Yeah,
like,
so-
Hugh, come on.
No, that was just from shock. From 3.
Oh, okay. No, more than 3, but we're gonna do 3.
Oh, it's more than 3. Oh, wow.
We're gonna do 3 because I feel like at least 2 of them are short. 2 of them are actually addressing stuff that I've said. No, positively. I say nice things, unlike you guys.
No, it's just like, no, okay.
Oh, I thought you were like, here we
Yeah,
go.
no, I thought it was somebody coming at you for something.
Yeah,
you
that's
said.
normally what happens with you.
Has someone?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
audience loves to come for me,
Yeah.
and I don't know what I did to deserve this. No. So this one, okay, we can say her name. Her name is Jamila,
Hey, Jamil.
and she says, "Hello, everyone.
Hi, Jam Jam.
Of course, the nicknames. I enjoyed last week's episode. Thanks for another entertaining week.
No
I
problem.
wanted to briefly address what you all spoke about in regards to Pressa Armani saying that Black Americans don't have culture. I mean, I don't know why that always makes me laugh. It's so
Because that's what he fucking sounds like. That's what most Toronto rappers have, like 2 sounds. It's either meep, 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 or like Bootleg Weekend, or I don't know. I can't do the others. Where's that Smiley guy?
not Bootleg Weekend.
You know that Smiley guy? The short, chubby dude?
I know who you're talking about. Him
I
and
don't-
Drake just did a song.
Yeah, that was sad.
Oh, God, I hated that.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
It's like, shut up.
I don't know who that
You
is.
don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You're not
I-
missing
You're
out.
not
I'm
missing.
glad.
He's from the Finch. That's where they're all from. That's where all those rappers are from, the Finch.
Yikes. Okay.
Over the bridge. If you're from Toronto, you know.
Yeah, so she says, I just wanted to briefly address what you all spoke about in regards to Pressa Armani saying that Black Americans don't have culture. If any of you guys are listening and don't know what she's talking about, this was in last week's episode. So the episode right before this one. She says, I want to thank you, Jonel, for speaking up and defending the reason why it may seem as if we don't have culture to other people. I want to assure you that that we do. It may not look like culture as defined by other races, but it's ours and it's valid. Black American culture is consistently disrespected, yet the most indulged. I'm talking about everything from soul food to the electric slide. It's our culture and it shouldn't be overlooked because it's not the same as other cultures. And yes, to a certain extent, hip hop is a part of the culture. Anyways, thanks for indulging me. I love the show. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Jam Jam.
Yeah, for sure. And like, all I really said was that, it seems to a lot of people that Black Americans don't have as much culture because they were taken from their culture. What Pressa, the Toronto rapper, said was that you know, like they're not in touch with like their roots, whether it be like Nigerian or wherever, you know, they just identify as black. But like she said, it is valid. I mean, what their culture is their culture. Say it. What?
I was just gonna say anything.
A deep breath.
Anything that anybody feels is valid to them. So yeah.
Do you disagree?
Do I disagree? No, I understand what you were saying last week, and I understand.
No, do you disagree with Jamila?
No, not at all. Because she's just reiterating what you said. You know, she's speaking. You spoke on behalf of them.
She's adding on the fact of like soul food and stuff. I don't think I touched on that, but like
no, we didn't.
Technically every culture has their dishes, right? Yeah. And I guess that's a fair point that soul food is
what is considered soul food.
Greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes. That's what I think.
That's pretty seriously. Good. No, I get it. I understand because as soon as you did that, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Hugh, any comments?
Nope.
No. I don't want to make it seem like I'm saying that they don't.
No,
because I do understand what she's saying.
Culturalist bastards. I'm joking.
But I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't want to say it's almost like their culture is the newest one. Why it feels like that? Because really, hip hop and stuff, like it's not that old. Like it's not jazz. It's not soul music.
Where was jazz invented? Was it invented in the States?
Yeah, probably like
by these slaves. Yeah.
So that's Black American culture.
Is it? Because like
technically,
me,
jazz really was a catalyst for almost every other.
But it started technically before it became big.
Okay, so you're comparing like current Black American culture.
Yeah.
But think about it though, like with many ethnicities, like the culture changes over time.
100%.
There's like strict traditional things, but then there's also things that are part of the culture that
from
are maybe
somewhere
not
else
like official.
Yeah.
You know, it may not be written in a book or whatever, but it's still things that are part of the culture.
No, good for you guys. I mean, if you are American and you own it.
Disagree respectfully.
Respectfully, I wouldn't. Maybe it's a personal thing because of like I don't know what it is, but saying that that's the culture, like it makes me sad. Like I don't know why. Like it just makes me like, oh, like guys, no, we can do better.
But that's just like if you were to do, like you're born, well, not born, you're like raised in Toronto, Canada, right? Like you have certain. It's not really culture, but like certain things that you do because you're Canadian, things that are like
100%, right? Yeah.
Say you did your ancestry and you found out that you were part Polynesian. Are you even though you're just like, oh, like that's cool and like now I know, you're not gonna feel connected to that culture. So just because certain Black Americans maybe do like an ancestry thing and like, oh, I'm part Nigerian, they're not immediately gonna be like oh, I was gonna say like go make jollof rice instead of make some sort of
not at all,
sound.
Not at all. But like we said, like
it's
what,
hard to connect with.
What
you connect
Pressa
with
said,
what you grew up with and what you know. That's why the whatever culture that we have, we were raised around it. We were, you know, what?
Because I think back when people like tell me I'm like Canadian, I'm like. But it's not like I have anything against you guys. I just like
you guys.
Just grew up like 3 times.
Did you just say you people?
Jeez.
But no, like if it's yours, own it respectfully. That's what she's doing. That's why I don't have a rebuttal for what she's saying. Because if that's her culture, I'm not gonna be like your culture ain't shit. I just personally understand where Pressa was kind of going with it. I'm not saying it's right what he said.
I think that's what we said. Like we all got what he was saying, and we tried to break it down as to like how he was thinking because we could relate because we were raised in a similar way to him because we're from the same place.
Because it's like I have a friend who she's Indian, but like the Indian culture up here and back home obviously are two different, you know. So to one, it's I'm Indian and that's my culture. But to the actual people, they're like, no, you're not. We do not own you. They're like, ugh, ew, ew. Yeah. So that's kind of.
If you go back to Jamaica now, you were born there. Obviously, that's your thing. They're gonna call you Canadian,
and that's what I said last week.
Yeah.
When I go there, they make me feel like I don't belong. And when I'm here,
belong there anymore, boy.
when I'm here, I feel like I don't belong
But you do that to yourself.
I know. I just see how like people operate, and it makes like why. But when I go to like,
what do you hate about? How do you hate Canadians?
I
Canadians
don't.
are so nice.
It's the way that they do things. I don't know. It just like
what?
They try and make things make sense when logically, like, did you not see that outcome coming?
I feel like
Is
that's
that
like
a-
everyone.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't
that's
know,
a Canadian
because
thing.
when-
I
They're
think that's
just
just
describing people.
When
yeah, I really do.
When I went to
Good
Jamaica,
call,
I
Hugh.
went to Jamaica 2 years ago with my friends. That's the first time I ever traveled with friends. I'm either by myself or with family. I went with friends, and when I say like being there, I'm like, whoa. I really feel like I'm at home. Like I feel like I'm at peace. Like
Too bad they don't own you.
Actually, when I was there and like
No, I'm kidding.
on the my family doesn't own me down there because I disown them and
That's okay.
tell it to the like don't call me. But yeah, like talking to like different people down there and like the conversation just flew and like I'm very flirtatious, but down there they didn't take it as anything.
Well, because.
Yeah,
Jamaican
no,
men
I
are-
get it. Yeah,
you know, so
like,
you definitely fit in. No wonder you
even-
feel like those are your people.
even up here, like, you know, I'll just say one thing and like women are just like, ugh, men, ugh. And I'm like, okay, it's not that deep. Like,
But it's different.
I didn't ask you. That's what I'm saying. So up here, it's like, it's kind of, it feels weird to me.
I was literally explaining to someone recently how in West Indian culture you can whine and dance with someone and it literally can mean nothing.
Nothing at all.
Versus here, it's like, oh my god, how could you? We're breaking up.
That's what's like, certain things are just crazy to me. Like,
I mean, no, but here's the thing. I get it, but it's just like it's a cultural thing.
yeah. But yeah, no, Jam, I definitely understand. I don't want you to feel like I'm hating on American culture because I'm definitely not.
No, this is one time where like you legitimately respectfully disagree.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah,
actual respectfully. Yeah, and no problem. I mean, I get it. Obviously, I see it from people's perspective who were raised with some sort of ethnic culture. I feel like I sounded very white saying that.
Very. On God, my ears were like, I don't even want to say they were bleeding.
I sounded
They were
low-key
just
racist.
dried
Like,
up.
"Oh,
Yeah.
What's your ethnic culture? Okay, let me just shut up. But yes, thank you, Jamila, for that. I appreciate
And I'm glad you listened.
recognizing. Yeah.
And I'm actually glad you liked last week's episode because you could have came here like, nah, you guys are fucked up.
Goddamn Canadians.
No, she literally hit us with like respectfully.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is,
No, that was
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
My feelings aren't hurt.
Okay, so the next one we're gonna get to is from Anonymous.
I
Okay.
knew it.
The subject line is Daddy Bezos. Why did you think it was why'd you assume? Oh, because most of them are.
Yeah, exactly.
fair.
So the fact that this one, Jam said her name,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, nobody else is gonna say their name ever again.
Ever again.
Mikey.
No, we have K. We have.
I know,
It's not
but
a
it's been a
name, that's a
while.
letter.
No, she spells it K-A-Y.
Oh, it's actually. Oh, I thought it was just a
Yeah.
letter.
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess if you guys aren't reading it, you can't see how it's spelled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the
Okay. Okay, senor.
Oh boy, you were doing well.
He was like, I'm being quiet for too long. Yeah, so this one's from Anonymous. And they said, sorry, I need to try to like read this with a straight face. They said, not a question, but I have to say, the way Jonel said Daddy Bezos the other day did something to me.
Jesus Christ! No wonder you're anonymous.
I truly appreciate it, Jonel. I wish every light you drive by is green.
Oh
Peace.
my god! Oh my god!
No problem, Anonymous.
No. That is a problem.
Is it?
Anonymous, I need you to write back and tell me how many times you listened to her say that.
That was weeks ago, though.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. That is the problem.
That's
Anonymous
so
built
funny.
some courage to say something.
Don't kill me. The last one we're gonna do today is from. Are we saying the name? Yes, we are. Look, you were wrong. You're what? 2 for
Oh boy.
1. I don't know.
1 for 2.
1 for 2.
There you go.
Oh, God. I can just hear Mikey being like, there she goes, stuttering again.
Write this one down.
No, this one is from Shayla. Subject is one of the boys.
Gee, Shay.
Shayla says, hey everyone, I am a newer fan, but I truly love this podcast. I'm just going to interject and say that is interesting to me because I feel like most of the people who write in say that they've been listening for a while. Mm-hmm. So this actually makes me happy that like newer listeners have the courage to like say something. Maybe some of them have been like newer, but
you got metaphorical balls.
They don't tell us. Or maybe actual ones, who knows. But yes, I'm a newer fan, but I truly love this podcast. I'm going back and listening to old episodes, and I just have to ask, Jonel, you seem like one of the guys, and I mean that in a good way. I'm a girl who struggles with male friendships because they see me as a person of the opposite sex first and a friend second. It's almost like there are boundaries that they won't cross in terms of conversation because I'm a girl. But when it comes to friendships, I want them to be open with me the way Deswayne and Hugh-Gene are open with you.
I'm not that open.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, girl, you got this all twisted, honey. Shit.
Jonel, you seem to have...
Killed your dreams, buddy.
He says, Jonel, you seem to have a healthy balance of femininity and still being able to shoot the shit with the boys, and that's honestly gold. So my question is, how do I become one of the guys? Thanks, everyone. Well, listen, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Hugh-Gene,
they're not going to cross that line because they're just... No.
Well, no. Hold on. Do you...
No.
You feel like you're not that open?
No, I don't think you're one of the guys. I just see you as Jonel.
I don't see it that way either.
But maybe that's what makes her different, is that you see her as Jonel and just not as a, another girl.
I think
in Shay's eyes.
I just see you as a girl.
What about you?
What I love is like the no life in his eyes as he's shaking his head and looking at me.
Girl, like, I don't see you as one of the guys.
With me, I think part of it is because of who I am and like how I am with people. Like I'm very open.
I would agree with
But
that.
being one of the guys, I do understand what she's saying.
I think I kind of get what she means. I guess thank you, but I don't think, first of all, it's not goals, trust me. I
was going to say that. I'm like, you do not want to have these conversations, I promise
for my life every week here, okay?
Drowning.
But, no, I think it has more to do with you two all three of us as individuals and how we are able to interact. I'm open with, you guys are open with me about talking about certain things, especially on this podcast. And because I'm receptive to it and like we are able to make jokes and like talk about things that like I think she just means like when we talk about like sex and things that are super vulgar, like guys and girls don't typically have these crossover conversations to my knowledge, and maybe in her life as well. But I think it's also just who you guys are, and like I'm just able to talk to you guys about that because that's how we've always been. Like we've been this way off air, so we just bring it on the air. But I don't see myself as one of the guys necessarily.
I think with her, maybe what it is like if I don't know you and I have a certain conversation with you that might pique my interest, and you don't want my interest to be piqued.
Yeah.
Because no good will come from that.
You know what? I can see why people would think about that with you and I, because you in real life, but also like on the podcast, are known to be very flirtatious, but it's never like that between us. So I think they're just like, oh, like that's his bro, so he like you.
Yeah.
you
okay.
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah. Because I did actually have kind of this conversation with somebody. I think it was yesterday also.
Well, look at you, just having a busy weekend.
I realized like there's this girl I was friends with since maybe, how old am I? I'm 28. So maybe for like 15 years.
Okay.
And I have never flirted with this girl. And I can say like this might be the only girl I've never like, even sometimes when I'm like, oh, you look nice. And you're like, shut up. I've never even done that. It blows my mind because now I feel like I need to backtrack in time and do it because I feel so uncomfortable now.
Get out of here.
I feel uncomfortable. I am not me. But maybe that's what it is. Maybe if they cross a certain line with you honestly, you probably won't like the outcome.
Yeah, just be happy with what you have.
Yeah.
Don't
I
push
think
it.
they're trying to be respectful.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it probably comes from you're like, I want more, but like they're giving you what they feel comfortable
Yeah,
with.
because if
Yeah.
you
in
get
a way
more,
that
you might
they're trying
not.
to be respectful. So it's just like take it as a good thing. I understand that, but you also can't force deep connections with someone. But it sounds like they still treat you well. It's just like you said, certain conversations. So it's like maybe they feel like having certain conversations would be disrespectful in front of you because they see you as better than that, you know? Like, I remember having male friends who were like, oh, like, we're not going to talk about the girls that we do stuff with in front of our girlfriends. Like, you know? Like, not female friends. I just don't like to say
I remember those days. I used to say that, and then I hear, no, you can talk about it with me. I'm like, okay.
Right, well, that's what Shayna
Well,
wanted.
this is what I did. And you just look at them differently. Like, whoa.
Right? They just don't want you to know how they really are. Because men are quite disgusting.
No, absolutely disgusting.
So they're just trying to save face,
They're protecting
honestly.
you. They're protecting you. It might not seem like it, but they're trying to protect you from them. And that's a good thing because that means they know that there's a problem.
It really is. But yes, so thank you everyone everyone who wrote in. Again, it's thissquareroom.com/ask if you have a question, a comment, a story, anything that you have to say. Moving forward, I want to ask you guys, if you're dating someone, should they be like able to just pop up at your house unannounced?
I don't even care if we're married and live in the same house. You don't just fucking show up.
Right?
Babe, I'm on my way home. Okay. Like,
Okay, no.
you don't just pop up.
No,
What are you doing here? Oh, I finished work and I came straight home. No, god damn it, you didn't tell me you were finished work.
I thought you were gonna hit me with a don't walk into the room without knocking pop up. You said they can't come home without
Don't come home.
that they're going to their
Don't
own
come
house.
home. Yeah. Do you want anything before I come home? That's announcement. You're coming home. Great.
Well, when I was a kid, I remember when the doorbell would ring, when we weren't expecting anyone, my mom was like, don't answer it.
Don't even budge.
If it was someone that we were expecting, they would have called.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because maybe a month ago now, we had a family friend. The phone rang. I was busy. Did not answer the phone call. All of a sudden, ding dong. I'm like, okay, maybe it's an Amazon delivery or whatever. Open the door. It's her and her baby.
And you're like, what?
And I was like, just because you assume I'm gonna be home, you don't pop up. And yes, you did call, but you did not get me.
an answer. Yeah,
so
exactly.
you don't show up. I did not like that. But it's you're at my doorstep with an 8-month-old baby. What?
Get in here! God damn it!
But it's no. I don't like that. I just feel like it's an invasion of privacy. I think if you're dating someone, you respect them enough to be like, hey, can I come over?
Yeah.
Or hey, I'm on the road and I'm nearby. Can I
Mind
come
if
by?
I stop by? Yeah.
Yeah, unless it's predetermined, hey, it's Saturday around 2, I'm gonna come by. Then it's if you know you don't need to follow up with the person, then that's cool too. But just to show up at any time unannounced, I don't like that. It's a respect thing. What do you feel like, Hugh?
Yeah, just text them.
If someone popped up unannounced, would you like that, or would you just be indifferent?
It depends on the person.
What if I messaged you one day? I'm like, Hugh, what are you doing? And you're like, oh, nothing. I'm just shooting the shit at home. And I'm like, oh, I'm outside.
If I'm not doing anything, I'll just hang out with you.
That's crazy. You tell me you're outside, I'd be like, what? The fuck are you doing?
I'd be like,
outside?
oh, okay. And
I'd be like, you're outside. You're gonna
stay outside. Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, I'll just hang out with you. You're here.
I forgot. I'm going to church
if
now.
I'm not doing anything, then why not? If I'm not,
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've had that happen. My friends would come over and be like, hey, I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. If I'm doing something, I'm like, it's your loss, not mine.
I will be at the window and I will see them walking to the door as they're calling me, and I'll watch the phone ring and watch them walk to the door.
No.
And the second they kind of look up, I'm like, just lean back. It wasn't me.
Yeah, it just depends on the person too. But if you come,
because I know some people who are like, yeah, just stop by whenever, and I can't be that easygoing. I can't. It gives me anxiety to think about that.
The most I've done is I went somewhere assuming the person was home, but then I would call them and be like, hey, what are you doing? Okay, I might be in your area. And they'll be like, okay, how long until you get here? And I'll be like, how long
30 seconds.
until you're ready? And they're like, I can be ready in 5 minutes. I can be there in 5 minutes. And I leave it at that.
The only time I've ever shown up to someone's house unannounced
is when you're bawling.
What?
When you cry, sometimes you just show up.
No.
You've
that's
never done
the
that?
worst time to show up.
I've never done that.
Oh my God, just me?
That just puts you in an uncomfortable situation. Because now I can't leave you outside. I could.
That's exactly why.
In reality, I could. But then it just looks crazy because now I have a crying person in front of my house. And then we're going to call the cops. And then I'll be like, oh no, this crazy cunt.
No.
I ran away from home when I was like 13 or 14.
I guess you were a kid though.
And
so
I was
like...
bawling my eyes out. And like I went to like a friend's house. This is maybe like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I ring the doorbell, and like their mom like opens the door, and they're like, Deswayne? And like I just stood there, and she was just like, come in. And then she told me to go on the couch, brought me a blanket and pillow, and we never spoke about it again.
Yeah, because she was half asleep.
It was a dream. By the time she woke up, I was gone.
Like Houdini. No, I was gonna say the only time I've ever done that is if I'm dropping off a gift to someone and I don't want to see them, and I'll drop it off, go to their house, drop it off, and then when I'm gone, I'll call and be like, "Hey, so there's something
this is
on
at your
porch."
door.
No, seriously. Or the other day, like I think I told this story when Halloween I went out. I had one of my friend's phones. Someone else had mine. I couldn't give her a heads up, so I showed up at her house to drop off her phone.
That's fair.
But that was legit. Like, no, not to hang out. I didn't even go inside her house. I stood on the porch, talked to her for a couple minutes, and left.
I live with one of my cousins, and like when people come to see, we have mutual friends. So when they come to see him, I'm in my room. You didn't come for me. I'm not coming out of my comfort zone to entertain you guys, dude. No way.
That's a tricky situation, though, because it's like, what if they give him a heads up and not you?
That's not my problem then.
But do they assume that he's going to be like, hey, like, our mutual friend so-and-so's coming? Like, I might assume, like, if you go to a couple's house, right? And, like, okay, you know, the close friends that I have who are a couple, if I'm going by their house, I'm not, I mean, it depends because I do have a group chat with both of them, so that's different. But if I'm going to their house, I'm not necessarily going to message them both individually and be like, I'm coming over, because they live together. They can reiterate the message. The
couples things is tricky because I did live with someone. So it's like if you message one, depending on the one you message and how the other one is feeling, that's what creates problems. So if you message one, but they're having whatever kind of issue they're having, after you're gone, why didn't you tell me she was coming by? It would have been nice to get a heads up. But on a good day, you don't need no heads up apparently. So the heads up is not the problem. Anyways,
no,
sorry, I'm projecting.
They would normally give a heads up though. If I'm talking to one and I'm like, hey, like,
that's on good days.
What's the plan?
Trust me. Good days, bad days, I'm not telling you shit.
I went by last week to drop off a present to one of my friends, the same couple that I'm referring to, and the girlfriend did not tell the boyfriend that I was coming over. It's funny because when he actually called me, he was like, hey, where are you? And I'm like, I'm in the lobby of your building. And I thought he was asking because he was expecting me, but he was like, what? And I was like,
whoopsies, yeah. I just stopped by, I didn't tell anybody, I swear.
No, it's just because like she knew I was coming to drop off the present, so like she didn't want to ruin the surprise, but I just thought, you know, he knew. I don't know. Short side note, this the gift, I got him a PS5, but I stuffed the box with like other stuff, so nice. He opened, like, he got super excited for the PS5
and then super let down.
You know what, he wasn't super let down, and I was like, damn, I really wanted him to like be upset, but he handled it so nicely, and then like I gave him the real one after, but it was gold. I was so happy with it. I'm like, you can't just give someone like a friend a PS5 like that. You got to make them work for it a little bit, you know? Wow,
sounds like slavery to me. Gotta work for it. The only time I give girls like really nice gift right away, like for example, if it was a PS5, I've known this person
for like 15 years.
If I give somebody a PS5, you better suck my balls. Like all of it. Put everything in your mouth at one time.
Okay. Like I have no response for that.
I don't know if you heard, more so Joe than Hugh, because Hugh, I don't believe you have TikTok or any of these nonsense. No. Yeah. There was a lady on TikTok, and she was saying to let men cheat in peace and let God deal with them. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that?
Well, first, for anyone not listening, do you want to just kind of like reiterate or like be more specific, I should say? She was just basically like, you know, if you know that your man is out, when he comes home and, you know, like whatever, like don't give him a hard time if you know what he's been doing. Just do your thing, do your part in the relationship as the wife, the girlfriend, whatever. Like do what you got to do and don't worry about it. God will handle it. Like God will, like basically saying karma will come back to him.
Smite him.
Yeah. But I'm just like, you can like not retaliate, but you don't have to stay with the person. Like, that's the part to me that I didn't quite understand. I understand, like, you don't always have to retaliate. Just because someone hurts you doesn't mean you need to hurt them back. Two rights don't make a wrong, or two wrongs don't make a right.
Two wrongs don't make a
two
right.
rights don't make a left. I don't know.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah, but also it's what I said was right. Two rights don't make a wrong.
Yeah,
it just makes
because it's right.
Yeah,
you're both right.
But yeah, I didn't get the like. She was implying that she would still stay with him though. Like she didn't say leave him. So that part, I'm like, nope.
Hugh.
I don't fucking know.
He's like, they're all fucked.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess
like women should let men cheat in peace and just
whatever happens.
Yeah. Or do you think that cheating is like there should be repercussions?
Well, it depends. If she got marriage in a religious style, then it makes sense why she says to stay and like let God do his work. So from a religious point of view, it makes sense. If you're doing more of a secular type thing, then yeah, just get a divorce. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, if it's a religious type of marriage,
religious or not, you don't have to let him cheat in peace. That's literally like let him do whatever the hell he wants to do with no repercussions.
If she's deep in the Bible, it would make sense.
Yeah,
to her.
If it says let God handle it. So if I guess that's why I said if it's a religious reason, then it makes sense what she said.
And also, we already had this conversation that not all. Listen, don't come for me because people listen to podcasts love to come for me. But we've discussed the fact that people who are super religious are also usually hypocrites. So I mean, come on.
No, 1,000%.
Like at least
are they super religious
to a certain extent? So the whole like, oh, if she's really deep in the religion, she is gonna let him cheat in peace. No, she's not. She's gonna raise hell.
It's her culture to let him cheat.
It's religion, not culture.
Oh, sorry.
Religion and culture are different.
To a religious culture to let him cheat. When I heard it, I actually like it made me chuckle because a conversation I had with one of my cousins and a friend was it is so much harder to not react than it is to react
because you have feelings and emotions.
Willpower. She has willpower.
It's not willpower. See,
willful ignorance.
Exactly. So it's like she thinks she's doing the right thing in a sense by like, you know what? I'm not going to create any problems. I'm going to let it be. But that's her own like health that she is jeopardizing for him in that instance. So even if God smites this man, if she decides
she's suppressing her own emotion like
for no reason.
Right, because that's the thing. She doesn't have to throw all of his stuff out
exactly.
on the front. But she could be like,
respectfully, you need to leave. Disrespectfully.
But not only that, like just say this hurt me. Like she can express her feelings. Like everyone is entitled to that. So the fact that she doesn't even allow herself that, to me, is not healthy.
Women, another thing I want to tell you guys, stop explaining yourselves, please. Stop.
What do you mean?
Stop. You guys always want to have a conversation about something. Like just go. Just go. Before I go, we need to talk. Oh my God, here you go. Now you guys are going to have a conversation, and now that you got it out with him, he's just going to weasel his way back in, and now you're back to square one.
Not necessarily.
Turn and go.
But some people need like the closure of like, you hurt me and this is why.
And then they're going to come and hold your hand and be like, look, I'm so sorry.
Not everyone is a sucker who's just going
to
go back.
Then, do I have a story for you guys, speaking of suckers?
Sorry, the fact that brought you so much joy, I'm nervous.
I don't know if you guys... Okay, I believe I said it on the podcast before. But if I didn't, now you guys are going to hear. Do you remember when I told you my tires got slashed? Mm-hmm. I said it on air.
Yep. Did you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good. Because I was like, you told me in real life, but I was like,
yeah.
Oh, we go.
Now they know. Yeah.
If you
so
don't
my
know,
tires got
now
slashed
you know.
And my car got egged because somebody hates me right now.
Oh, you did mention the eggs.
So, about a week and a half ago, the same person I saw following me as I was driving. I lost them on the road.
This literally sounds like an action movie.
People tell me my life sounds like a movie all the time, and I just shrug it off because like I don't care about these things.
It's either like you're sleeping the day away,
or it's the most dramatic thing ever.
Masturbating.
Yeah, masturbating all the time.
Or you're
really
like being tailed and you gotta ditch them, and the car hops over the barrier and you're driving on the other side of the highway,
and I lost the door.
And then you sneak onto a plane and now you're in the other. Like it's just like literally crazy.
Yeah. And then last night, me and a friend, I had no more water in the house. So I went to the gas station at like 11 p.m. to go get some bottles of water. And
Yeah, pay your bills, man.
I was no. We
bottled
have.
Yeah, I know.
I hate this guy. And I'm walking with a female friend to my car, and we're just talking. And then I'm on the driver's side, and she's walking around to the passenger side, and she starts screaming, "Ah!" And I turn, and I'm like, "Are you okay?" Like, she's like, "Oh my God, that scared me so much." And I was just kind of like, "What? Like, what are you talking about?" Mm-hmm. And she just looks at me and then looks to the right, like right in front of her. And I look, and that person is standing right there. And I look at the person, and I look at my friend, and I'm like, "Get in the car." Like, I don't care. Get in the car. So she's just like, "Oh, like," because the person's right by her door. So she's like, "Excuse me, can I get?" And she kind of like gets in the car like awkwardly. And then I just drive off. And then this morning.
You didn't address the person?
Not a damn. Not a damn. Not a damn. Not a damn. You're not going to come slash up my tires and egg my car and think.
And just stand there?
And think I'm going to have
a. They were also following you that night. Because how would they know you're at that gas station?
I was home.
What do you mean?
Yeah. My car was outside in like visitors parking on my area.
Yeah.
I didn't park on the driveway.
Oh, you hadn't yet gone to the gas station.
We were just getting in the car.
Okay.
So I don't know if you just got there. I don't know.
There the whole time like a damn scarecrow.
I don't know. Yeah. And the girl was telling me like what scared her the most was like the person was crouched down and then stood up when she came around the corner. And that's what made her scream.
I wonder how long she's been there.
I don't care. I didn't care.
What day was this?
Yesterday.
That was a cold night.
Last night.
Up.
Swear to God, this is last night.
Wasn't it raining last night?
Yes, it was because I walked Kingsley and it was windy too.
It was very windy. I remember that.
What the hell?
And
restraining order?
This morning, I woke up to a broken windshield wiper.
You're gonna call the cops yet?
For what?
Des?
Your property.
For what?
Yeah. Okay.
That's dangerous. That's not even like a joke. Like people will.
I enjoy these things.
But you know what? You're documenting it, so I will take these recordings to the police on your behalf if anything happens to you.
I don't care at all. Like I understand the frustration, and this is what I was saying when I said women just walk away. Because the fact that I'm not entertaining it.
It's making this person more mad.
Exactly.
It's driving them crazy.
Exactly.
Because
but there's nothing
at least when people react, certain reactions, you know that you're getting to them.
Exactly. And
they want to get to you. They want you to feel upset. They're upset. They want you to feel upset. Hurt people, blah, blah, blah. But like, you're not giving that. So it's just like more infuriating because it's like, why doesn't Deswayne care? Why doesn't he feel bad? Why doesn't he feel upset? Like, why does he feel anything?
And what made me very happy is I get you. No, I can't. No, he's not doing it right now. But you know when Hugh has that lifeless look in his eye, that was the face. Because I was looked at the girl. I was like, what? Like, why are you screaming? Oh my God! I was like, what? And like I looked over and my face just like it was straight. Dropped. Like stone. Like
you took a page out of Hugh's book.
Yeah, yeah.
You were just like, get in the car.
Hopefully it doesn't like escalate.
That's the thing though.
Well, I learned some
I like
jiu-jitsu.
Escalades.
Just her in the face.
No. The reason why I
sure
don't.
You want me to learn you do some punches and shit?
No, it's
just
not.
Hire Hugh
women.
as your body.
I'm not putting myself in danger. I'm gonna teach you. I said I'll teach you.
No, I don't want to hurt people. But I've had this conversation with a couple other women, and they were like, "Des, like, if you know where she lives, like, we will gladly go speak to her and make sure that." I'm like, I don't care. Like,
why is this person crouching down, hiding behind your car, and popping up like a friggin' Jack in the Box? I don't understand.
Because maybe she felt like a Jill in the Box. I don't know.
She's literally a jackass in the box.
That's not nice.
She's playing herself. That you look foolish. You don't look good.
That's okay. Let people look however they want to look.
Maybe she's having a psychotic break.
That's her problem, not mine. That's not my problem.
It's your problem if you're on the. Yeah, exactly. She's making it your problem.
She's making it her problem because I'm not reacting. I'll slash my tires. I got new tires. Egg my car. I clean my car. Break the windshield wiper. I'll get a new one. Like everything. And like after the tire thing.
Why should you keep going after your car? You're not
because there's nothing else.
You're not particularly like a car guy where it's like
that
I'm
I care. That's
hurts.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Like. Anything,
I guess that's the only thing she has access to.
And because I'm not particularly anything guy, like let's say I went and I got some food and she ran by and slapped over my 32-piece chicken, I would have lost it.
Why you have 32 pieces of chicken?
Hugh, that's not the
What the
point.
hell's wrong with you, bro?
Hugh.
That's too much chicken.
I'm sorry.
There's no such thing as too much.
I
32
didn't mean
is
to
too
cackle
much.
like that,
No,
but
it's not.
32 is too much. 12 is good enough.
No.
A dozen is fine. Even a dozen is pushing it.
No, that's in one
unless
day.
it's wings, yeah.
No.
Wings is too much. 32?
No, I was saying like 12 or whatever.
No,
Like,
actually, I go to a spot and I get 20 chicken wings for $10.
if you're really hungry, I can see that because some wings are small. Like,
You
but-
said chicken.
No, I
I
said
know,
chicken.
he
I was walking with the bucket.
That's
My
more
American
than one
amigos know what I'm
bucket.
talking about.
It's like 3 buckets.
No, they have
Say
the
you're
jumbo.
American amigos?
Yeah. I don't know. I've never seen them with like, you know how we have the small box of KFC? I've never seen
Like a
them.
6-piece.
Yeah.
always like 12 and above.
Yeah, exactly.
15.
The most.
That's small
Family,
for them. That's
family
fine.
pack.
Exactly. Family pack with 2 people.
30, you at least share it, or you had it all by yourself?
No,
a
I'm
family
saying
pack for you and a
hypothetically
family
speaking.
I'm talking about the 32 pieces.
That's what
of
I'm
chicken.
saying. That was hypothetical.
Oh, so
If-
you actually didn't have 32 pieces.
No,
of chicken.
no.
No, he said if he
If
did
I
and
did,
she
and
knocked
she-
that
say,
over, he
like-
I would have lost it.
What?
I would have lost it.
He would rage.
I'd be like, that's too
No,
much
that's a fair
chicken.
question.
The hell you have
Sometimes,
that much chicken
like-
for?
But we shouldn't say that because now she knows how to get to you.
Just knock over that black man's chicken.
But she would never see me with that. Like, we don't, like,
Yeah, if someone's stalking you, then they
Yeah,
it's
you're
about
right.
time before they.
she
you
might
know.
knock your chicken down, bro.
no, I would lose it.
might try.
Like, I will actually.
You're like the drink, sure. The fries,
no
whatever.
problem. But the
Put a
chicken?
bucket over her head.
Oh
and
my
just give her a little
gosh.
1, 2, 4.
Yeah. Honestly, I just decided to close my eyes and let God deal with it.
Your eyes already closed, man.
Oh my God. You know what I hate? I don't hate the jokes. I hate the jokes coming from other jokes. That's.
I don't think you can say that word.
I can't say.
No. What? I don't think you can say that
What
word.
kind of nonsense is this? I can't say nothing. Really?
Yeah, I don't think so. What do you think, Hugh?
I don't give a
As
shit.
part of the
I
community.
say worse.
No, yeah.
That
you
is
say
true, but I'm
worse.
not asking like what you think on a personal level. Like in society, is that word? I don't think you can
I
say
guess
that word.
as a black,
Okay, but
and
then-
you can't really say that, man.
Right, because
You've
you're
been beating them up lately, so
Oh my god.
We- Then we can't say.
no. Look, this whole racial.
You can't say. Gosh darn it! you
There you
can't
go.
say nothing.
Nope.
This is what the world has come to.
It's gonna.
This is ridiculous.
Yep.
No wonder they're protesting Dave Chappelle.
I didn't even know there was. I mean, now that I think about it, I should have assumed, but I didn't realize that there was going to be a protest here outside of
What I love
his show.
is that Torontonians. That's what I'm gonna call you guys.
That's
Oh, that is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's ugly as hell.
You've never heard the term Torontonian
Never. I
before?
thought I just came up with it for the first. Like in my head, I said it, and I was like, "Yes, Des, they're gonna love this
But you
one."
hated it, so why would you come up
No,
with something
you
that
guys
hate?
are gonna love this one.
No, but you
Who?
hate the term Torontonian.
Yeah.
But you were happy that you thought you came up with it.
Yeah, I thought it sounded clever, and you guys would like it. I did it for you guys, but it's yeah.
No, you didn't.
He was like, "Who? Us? Me or her?" Because
Yeah.
there's no we.
Yeah.
I like the fact.
Just because you lived on the outskirts.
No, I wouldn't. No,
You still don't identify as a Torontonian?
they never identified me as one, so I'm not identifying myself as one.
You called yourself a Toronto man once.
Yeah, it's a joke.
I know. Not
Joke.
seriously.
Ooh.
That you guys protest everything that everywhere else is protesting. I think that's the sweetest thing you guys could ever do.
Who? Us? Canadians?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
he means Torontonians.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
specifically.
we're practically Americans.
Yeah, like it's so cute. Like something will happen like in Neverland. You guys are like, let Peter live. Let Peter live. I'm like,
We just do what the Americans do, and we just take a
you
little
go,
piece of
guys.
it. And,
I
call it
think
ours.
that's so sweet.
Interesting. I have no thoughts on that one. I'm gonna plead the fifth. Although again,
You can't.
yeah, that's
It's
not
not a thing
That's
up
not a
here.
thing
Yeah,
in
that's what I
Canada.
meant. You can't.
And I'm proving my point that we just take everything from the states.
Yep.
But like, I don't know. Interesting. Well, to piggyback on what you said about the whole like let men cheat in peace. I mean, this wasn't cheating, but it's kind of like a blurred line. There was like a interview snippet that I saw of Tammy Roman. I think she was on The Real, like that talk show. And she was just saying, I don't know how long she's been married. She's been married for like a certain amount of time. I don't know her. I don't know these people, okay? But she has a husband, and she is at an age where it's like, if you don't have kids now, then
Fuck it.
yeah. So, and I believe she said that she has her like eggs frozen and stuff like that. But she's like, right now my career is kind of popping off, and like I don't think I want kids. Like I certainly don't want them right now. And if it's an now or never, I'm
Then
kind of
never,
choosing
yeah,
never,
yeah.
right? But it's always been something for him to have children, or at least a child, and like that was kind of what they like she knew going into the marriage and whatever. So she was saying that she had a conversation with him where she said that you can go, you know, have a baby with another woman, and like I guess essentially kind of like a sister wife, but she didn't phrase it that way, but like, you know, we are gonna stay married, I'm not gonna talk to anyone else, like you are my husband, I take my vows seriously, but if having a child is so important to you, then you can have a child with someone else and we'll raise them as like, well, obviously the mother is going to be in the child's life, but she'll be, I guess, like a stepmother and that sort of thing. And I don't know, I guess I wanted to know as men, because like as another woman, I heard this and I'm like, listen, she's better than me because I don't think I could do that unless I physically couldn't have kids. Like the idea of a sister wife is like just messy to me. Not knocking anyone who, you know, has that, or if it's like a cultural thing, but like
Tommy, whatever.
I would say like probably like 40. I don't know.
Well, how old was she when she got married?
I don't know. Let me Google it.
While you do that,
she's 51.
How old was she when she got married?
I'm gonna look that up. Hold on. Sorry, go ahead, Des.
Yeah, no, I was just stuttering, so it didn't make a difference. Yeah, pretty much.
Getting a little Joe
and
in
her
you.
husband is 34.
Yo, go breathe. Yeah, no, I understand.
Okay,
Tammy.
but how? When? But what?
I'm looking it up. Hold on. They got married
in 2020.
2018.
Yeah, I can't relate because I wouldn't.
About 3 years.
I wouldn't go with someone that much older. So how old is she now?
51. And
so
he's
she was in her
34.
late 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't relate because I wouldn't have married someone in their late 40s.
She has her eggs frozen, but she also did say that surrogacy is not something she's interested in either. So it's not even about carrying the child, because like they have the money to do other options, but she just doesn't want kids, like her own. But she's willing to be in that child's life if it's.
It's a little upstairs class for me.
I think.
You couldn't do it?
No, I wouldn't even be in this situation. I wouldn't marry someone that old. And if she told me, yeah, I want to have kids one day, I wouldn't even entertain it. I was like, you're too old. Even if you froze it, it doesn't mean those eggs will come to fruition. So I wouldn't even.
No, she froze her eggs way before.
No, but it doesn't
you have
matter.
To freeze eggs when they're.
But it doesn't matter. It
doesn't
mean it will work. If they inseminate, it doesn't mean it will work necessarily.
Actually, it does. As long as you're healthy, you can care. Like women who are postmenopausal can actually still carry
me personally, I wouldn't
a child,
chance it.
but they have the means. She's been in the spotlight for quite some time. They have the means for surrogate, so that's never a problem.
No, I once again wouldn't entertain it. Even she said I froze my eyes. I'm like, I'm not marrying a 40-something-year-old. No.
Why?
Because I'm not going to marry someone that's like 10 years older than me.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
For me, it is. I'm not marrying an old bitch.
and she's like 15 years older than him.
Yeah, I'm not marrying a chick that's 15 years older than me. I want to keep my options open for kids. A normal way.
When I don't want to say famous, but famous people, you know, are in spotlight, I think there's certain things they can and can't say, and I feel like the reason, at least in my eyes, hearing the age difference, the reason why she's okay with it is he's gonna be able to run around with his kids and do certain things, and maybe she feels like she's gonna not slow them down in that sense, but like she's gonna become a problem because of her age.
I think you also just get to the point when like
you don't even want to do that.
You don't want to
exactly
anymore.
But he's gonna want to, and then that's gonna be a problem in their relationship.
But she also said like she's not saying like have this kid and keep it away from me.
No, you can be around the kid, but at the end of the day,
sense because you don't want kids. So why are you gonna want someone else's kid around?
She does want kids, but right now where her career is going, she's like now or never.
Kids. She doesn't want them and doesn't see herself wanting them anytime soon. She froze her eggs to keep her options open, but as of right now,
yeah, if it's now or never, she's chewing never.
Right.
Yeah.
Choosing, not
so
chewing.
It's not necessary.
I had to.
I'm mad because I just kept talking. I was like, okay, great. Yeah, so I don't think it's like, oh, I don't want kids. Like, no.
But she just said it.
But she doesn't want to have kids.
So then too serious.
So
she doesn't want biological
exactly.
kids.
If this is
what the fuck?
If this is her husband, she's gonna treat the child like that's her child.
But then you don't want a kid.
She doesn't physically want a kid.
I think it's the fact
surrogate.
that like, I think it's the
She
fact
doesn't want that.
she
She
doesn't want biological
Bitches
children. I think it's also the fact that like if the kid has its own mother, you're not the parent. You're the step parent.
She
You
just
can be
wants
the
to-
fun one to kind of
pop out. That's
it's
it.
much less responsibility.
Shit's stupid.
Well, he did. Well, according to her, he said that if it's not with her, he doesn't want to do that.
I'll just wait for you to die.
You're gonna die before me, bitch.
Watch, he's gonna be
actually,
51.
You don't know that
Got a
because men
34-year-old
notoriously die
pregnant.
before
Nah,
women.
he's gonna outlive her, man.
Jesus,
It's 15 years. It's not 50.
He's like, I'm gonna wait till you die. Till I...
15 years. Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
Ugh.
I don't know if I would want to date someone 15 years older than me, but like
I feel like it's just different.
I would do 10.
I feel like it's just different.
Actually, I don't know. I feel like the older you get, the age difference really doesn't matter.
See,
5, 10, 15, shoot, 20.
I
told the story about
did
like
you say it's different?
Yeah, I just think it's different. Like guy to girl, it's just different.
Okay, because that's what I was gonna say too.
Yeah, it's just different.
Because when people see like these older men with these younger girls,
It's
everyone
like, oh, okay.
has,
Okay, it makes sense.
and then like some
why does
people,
that make sense though?
Just nature.
some people look at it
Daddy
like,
issues?
ugh.
No, just nature. That's just nature at his work. It makes sense. Go for older guy because he can
I
provide more
love
and stuff.
seeing like older women with younger men. Like I'm talking like Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson.
I think it's just very obvious what it is. They're just fucking. That's how I see it.
Well, that's when their libidos are like even because like women in their 40s, that's when it like spikes.
Yeah, that shoots up.
And then men in their 20s, it's like so it's like
Because to me, it's like would I ever do that? That much older?
you
No,
already said no.
No, it'd just be
several
the it'd just be
times.
the fuck. Like if I want kids, I'm like, why am I gonna go with someone that's like 10 years older than me? I'll just go with someone. Well, now I wouldn't go. That'd be illegal. But like if I was like 40, I would just go for someone that's 30. I wouldn't go for someone that's 50 or 60. That's just stupid to me. If I want kids, if I don't desire kids, why am I gonna go?
There's also just like your own age.
Yeah, I would already. No, I'm gonna. If I'm
That
like
is
40,
not
no.
an option.
If I'm 40, I'm not gonna go for another 40-year-old. I'm gonna go for a 30-year-old. Why?
That's gross. That's
No,
such a
I'm
weird
gonna.
thing
Why
to
the
say.
fuck would I do? But didn't you just say you would date someone 2015? So what's the difference?
Right, I would also date someone my age.
I'm not gonna.
I've dated people who are younger. I've dated people who are older. I've dated people my age. Like I'm not like, oh well, I need a young person or I need a
if I'm 40, I'm gonna
silver
go
fox.
younger.
It's like
No, because if I'm 40, I want kids. I'm not gonna go for someone that's like 40.
a 40-year-old can have children.
Yeah, but I want my chances to dear after 35.
Yeah, and then lo and behold, you're 40 and maybe you're blowing out dust out of your.
Calm down.
I'm just saying, like men are always like pointing the blame at women, but it's like
not
men can
blame.
have
It's just
issues as
nature.
Well.
This is
True.
truth.
There is. Yeah, there's
I'm
a
gonna
biological
so I'm gonna
clock.
increase my chances of going for someone younger.
Yeah, but Tammy froze her egg, so what's wrong with that? They're
Because
healthy.
it's still but it's still like not every. No, I've looked at not every egg is gonna be successful. Like some, that's why you have to freeze multiple.
Yeah, for
you have to
sure.
freeze more. 2 is not really a good.
No, you freeze lots of eggs.
But she said 2, so I'm not gonna.
When did she say that?
Didn't you just read that she froze 2 eggs?
I never said that. I didn't read anything. I was telling you
I
the
thought
story.
she said she said 2 eggs.
No.
She's more than one.
I just
2?
said freeze eggs. I didn't
if
specify
it's more,
a number.
no, I was gonna.
Most
I'll just go
people don't,
younger.
because freezing eggs, you can collect.
That's expensive as fuck too.
You
man.
can collect several eggs. I think what you're thinking of are embryos. When they the sperm with the egg, that's the actual embryo that they then would implant into like the surrogate.
Yeah,
or
I know
into the heart
that,
or whatever.
yeah.
And like that, when you put the embryo in, they don't always take. So they normally put in
It's
a
the same thing
few.
with eggs.
No, when you extract the eggs, I mean, not all of them are gonna be healthy, but you get lots more eggs than you do embryos. Lots more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm still gonna go younger.
For some of the listeners who are just as confused as I am, I have a almost 13-year-old son, and I have no fucking clue what they're talking about either. All I know is I stick my pee-pee in her hole.
This is like biology
and I
class.
go,
This is like 9th grade biology. You don't know about like the zygote, the embryo.
Do you know what I used to do?
The fetus.
I was the kid who would always laugh and make jokes if he wasn't sleeping.
Foreskin.
And get kicked out the class. 5 skin, 6 skin. Look at me.
I'm gonna pull it over my head.
Yeah, and I would get kicked out the class, and then I'd go about my
I'm
business.
sorry, what was the listener name? Shayla.
Shay.
I'm sitting in this room with these two men who are You guys can't see this, but they're doing the motion as if they're pulling their foreskin over their heads like a wedgie or something like that.
It's like a blanket.
Big in a blanket.
And I'm very disgusted. So I'm for
That's
sure not
nature's
one
blanket
of
right
the
there.
boys.
The foreskin.
Nature's blanket. No, it's nature's turtleneck.
But what I will
my
say
head warm.
is that I like when you guys argue or when you
keeps my head
when you
warm.
guys disagree. I think it's very funny.
Who disagrees?
You and Hugh.
Don't we almost always?
Yeah,
disagree on?
but I think it's hilarious
I don't know.
because he will give his opinion and you'd be like, no, Hugh. And he's like, it's just me. And you're like, but no. And he's like, okay, don't be upset.
You
and
act
you're
like I go Super Saiyan.
no, you don't. But I was just watching you guys go back and forth.
Yeah.
And he was just like, okay, but I wouldn't. And you're like, no, why do men do that? And I was like, listen to you too.
I personally like when Hugh and I agree because I feel like when Hugh does hit the nail on the head, I'm just like, the heavens have parted and like he's just glowing in a different way and I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, bitch, you better go ahead.
Don't do that with me. Don't do that with me. I'm not one of your yes bitch friends. No.
But I'm hyping you up.
I don't want that.
All right. See,
I don't want the yes bitch snaps. That's not me.
The yes bitch snaps.
I don't want that.
Yeah, why do
shit.
you guys
Okay,
do that?
I'll do the yes, Hugh.
No,
I can't
yes,
say
no, yeah, no, none of that shit. No.
Yes, Hugh-Gene. Good.
Thank you.
Good.
That's what I want.
Yes.
I want that.
That a boy.
I want that fucking
Yeah.
But
That's your best.
inside,
want that. Yeah. That's what I want.
Inside, I'm going, yes.
Yeah, do that inside. Keep that inside.
You can't dictate how I express myself, okay?
You're not mine now.
Keep it inside. I don't want to see it out in public.
That always reminds me of that stupid meme from like, I don't know, it's like Little House on the Prairie or something like that. And the girl's like, I'm tired, Grandpa. And he's like, that's too damn bad. Keep on digging. It's literally me and Hugh. Oh god, this is making me cry.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Oh man.
Guys, I'm
I haven't
sensitive.
done that in a while.
No. These are no. This isn't like I'm sad tears. It's like laugh till you cry.
Oh, that's a good.
Oh, I thought you were like,
Yeah.
oh man.
No, yeah, I thought that's where we were going. I was like, oh, Joe again. Come on, man.
No, not this
You're
time.
stronger than this.
I am strong. And he's like, wipe away my tears.
I'm a big girl now.
No. All right. Well, Hugh, you said that I don't know some story about 3 girls beating
One
up some
cup?
Muay Thai.
Three
Sorry.
girls, 1 cup. Yeah, man.
See, I don't want to
Sorry.
think about that.
It was a party.
There's
I actually think about it all the
someone
time.
pooped in a cup.
That's how 2 girls, 1 cup starts.
No, I'm talking about
It was
the party.
at a party?
I thought you were talking about a party you were at.
Yeah, me too.
Oh no, I was just saying like it's a party. Like
No,
3.
because you like,
Three's a
3 girls,
crowd.
1 cup? Yeah, it's a part. Oh,
Yeah.
three's a crowd.
Yeah.
But you're saying it's not a crowd, it's a party.
No, at 3 girls, 1 cup is a party.
That's
just
not a
picture
party
what
I
they
want
were
to
doing.
attend.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I have something to tell you after Hugh shares his story. Because just remind me. Go ahead, Hugh.
I can tell my story now.
Oh my god,
Okay.
go ahead.
So I was at Muay Thai watching something beautiful, but I'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Yeah, we're pretty much watching this guy get like move up a level. And then like one of the guys I was standing with, he was talking about one of his friends. He was in London, Ontario, not like London. Hello. So yeah, he was in London, Ontario, just driving. And he saw a girl just like, oh, help, I need help. Like someone's in my house and they need CPR. Ah. So like he knows CPR, so he goes to the person's house. Stupid. So then he goes inside the house.
He was just walking like.
No, he's driving. And the girl's
Oh.
just out in the street like, ah. And
Weird. No?
so he
And
goes.
he
Call
decided
the
to be a
cops.
good Samaritan.
He decided to be. Well, I told him, I saw him when his friend was saying, he's like, so he failed the first part of CPR. You didn't check your surroundings. So it's like he failed there. So he
To
goes.
be fair, if he was outside, the surroundings are inside. Like he doesn't.
Use your brain. That's what I was pretty much telling him to tell his friend. Yeah, so he goes inside the house. I mean, that's where he failed to check the surrounding too. It's like, why are you gonna go in the house? So he went in the house, and then the girl closed the door. Yeah, he failed. Then the girl's like,
Hold on, I like where this is going.
no. Go back.
Oh.
No, pretty much the 2 girls inside pretty much pull out a knife on him, and they're like, "Give me all your money." He's like, "I have $30." He gave him the $30, and they're like, "Okay, transfer us money." So he just gave them like $200, and that was it.
Well, they're stupid. We can just trace your e-transfers.
I would just be like, why didn't you just punch them in the face?
Well, he probably was just like, it's not worth it.
Isn't it?
Because in Canada, excessive force,
They have knives on
he
you.
could be charged, right? But if someone breaks into your
I
house,
think those girls aren't.
I think Hugh's right on this one.
I would have. I told him, I was like, why didn't he punch them in the face? I would have done that. I would have boxed him in the face.
No.
In his brain.
You're right.
I'm like,
instance that like he could have justified it properly.
Chris!
But in his head, he's probably just like, it's not worth it. Like, take the $230 and leave me the hell alone.
What are you guys willing to do for $230? I'll give you the money, but
I love how
not
this
at
man
knife
is literally
point.
getting held up at knife point, and you're making it into like a porn scenario.
It is a porn scenario.
Yeah, it is. I mean, like that's what I'm
To
saying.
be held up at
How would I
knife
take
point?
out my knife?
See, because if I were to think of this in like a porn scenario, I would have thought, okay, so, hey, my friend needs help. He goes in.
My friend's choking.
Gives the friend CPR, like mouth
How
to
can
mouth.
we ever repay you?
We need to open up the airway. Shoves his
And
pee-pee.
then, right. Well, no. That's murder.
Blocking the airway.
You're literally shoving whatever food that's in there further down. No, but like more about like, how can we ever repay you? And it's like, no, it's okay. I'm just the hero. And it's like, oh my God. And then, bomb chicka wow wows. And
No,
but
that's
like,
the boring ones.
I'm like, let me take
listen,
out a third
when it
knife.
comes to stuff like this, my memory is not very, or it's not my memory, my imagination is not
that makes
very
sense, yeah.
extensive. So that's what I think. To me, that's like, oh my God, really?
No, the knife point might turn me on. Yeah,
It depends how they look.
yeah, that's what.
It depends how big they are.
Hey,
If they're like small, I'm gonna take my chance.
Stab me again.
We talked about this.
One more time.
Come on, yeah.
Stab me in the leg. Oh, yeah, that's it right
No,
there.
we totally talked about this. I don't know if you were on the podcast at the time, Daz, but Hugh, you and I talked about the fact that fear boners are a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Were
I
you
get
here
it.
for that?
No, but
Yeah.
it is a thing. Let me tell you, it is a thing.
I don't think I've gone. Have I? Did I say? I don't know if
I
have.
can't remember if you said
don't
you've
think I
gotten
have.
one, but you definitely said it's a thing.
It's definitely a thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
get
like
boners,
that's a
but, like,
situation. Well,
Fuck yeah. Hard.
annoying. They just always come out of nowhere. It's like, why? Why are you here? And it's like, I just wanted to come out and play.
The first time I went on Drop Zone, my dick was hard. I was so scared. I was so scared. All the blood didn't know where to go.
Like,
so
let's go to his dick, guys. Let's go.
Drop Zone is a roller coaster ride here in
is it a roller?
Canada.
Would you call it a roller coaster?
I'll just call it.
It's a ride. It's
say it's a
literally
phallic
you
thing
go
that
up
drops.
like I don't know, like 100 feet.
It's a metaphor for boys' puberty. The balls drop.
Straight up into the air, and you stay there for a second, and
There you
then
go.
when you don't know, they just drop you straight down. So
Yeah.
that's
The
what it is.
timing.
Send the
is-
blood to the other head.
The timing is always off. Everyone always tries to count it. Like, okay, 3, 2, 1.
But they also have speakers up there, so like the people will be over the speaker, like, okay, 3, and then you're just gone.
Yeah, you're
Or they'll
dead.
say 3, 2, 1, and you're not moving, and you're like, wait, what? And then just as you're like leaning over to
Yeah.
talk to your friend, you're just
Gotcha, bitch.
yeah.
I use that as like a, whatchamacallit, to get used to the G-forces. I normally go on that first.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I just make my way around the amusement park like normal people.
Some
Yeah, we
people
just
have
go
like
straight
favorite
to
rides
that.
that they hit.
Only those rides. After that, it's done. 3 hours, we're done.
I haven't gone to Wonderland in years.
Yeah, that's your
I
best
mean, it's
bet.
also being COVID, so
No, they're open. They were open.
this year, but like they.
Oh, last year they weren't open.
And
but
this year you had to reserve a spot ahead of time, and I heard via the news that it was just like not worth it because like even though you had to reserve a slot, there was still delays, and then you were basically lined up outside most of the. Like I don't know, I didn't go, but I just heard it wasn't great. So hopefully next year is better, but that's interesting. The little thing that I was gonna say was that I heard about this place. I was talking to a friend of mine, a very good friend, and I was telling her, what?
Freaky stories.
No,
A
friend
friend
actually,
of a friend of mine. That's what you reminded me.
Oh no, but just a friend of mine. But I heard about a place. I can't say how I heard about it. It was from a friend of a friend. But I heard about this place in Toronto, and I was like, oh, what's that? Like, they alluded to something, and I'm like, I've never heard of this. But like everyone else was like, oh yeah, I've heard of this. And I Googled it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like a sex club.
Downtown. It starts with an A.
No.
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 No way.
We're gonna have to compare notes
It
after
has
because
to.
no.
And does it have a pool? Were they talking about a pool?
I think so.
Then it does start
no,
with that.
it starts with this letter.
What's that?
Oh, It ends with that letter too.
No. What?
No way.
Maybe there's,
you know what I love?
I'm sure there's more than one.
I love the fact that you you did the letter and Hugh says it out loud.
Well,
what's that? An O?
Yeah, there's only like a few of them. I know, like, yeah.
Oh, you know them too. Yeah.
I'm talking about
in the
Oasis.
past. Oh yeah.
I hadn't heard of it, but I want to go.
Yeah.
Like just out of curiosity for research purposes.
Good luck.
Yeah, that's not a really smart place.
Yeah.
No, like I would
There's
just go with
another
like
one.
a girlfriend just to like see.
You know you have to be like half naked though.
No, you don't have to be. I went to the website. I looked it up.
No, but you like fully clothed is not a thing.
Right, but like
you don't have to be butt naked.
yeah.
But they're like when you go in, like you have to have like a bathing suit or something on. Like
Well, no, they have a pool, but it's not only.
no,
like,
no, no.
they
I
have
know.
Rooms
You've
been?
I was about to damn well go this year also.
But you haven't been.
No, but two of my friends
Men
have been.
can only go, I think, Friday nights, and then you can go if you're like a couple.
Yes.
But like women, I could go by myself
anytime.
if I wanted
Yes,
to. Yeah.
yes. I looked up actually the top 4 that are in.
Wait, that's the same one you were thinking?
Yes,
But you said it starts
I
with
know.
an A.
You know I can't spell.
Oh, Oasis.
The A is silent.
You're like, yeah, Aces.
Yeah.
And then you said it ends with the same letter that it starts
Yeah,
with.
and I was
It
like,
ends
wait.
with an S.
Yeah.
Des.
Oh right.
Oasis.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's awkward.
It's funny because you keep saying O now.
Yeah, that's so awkward.
Yeah, that's why I was like, no, we're not thinking about the same one.
That's why I'm like, it has a pool, and you're like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, it has to be the same one.
There's also one in New York that I've heard about a while ago. I had mentioned this to you before, Hugh, and I really want to go there. It's like, but it's not a sex club. It's like an erotic, like burlesque show type of thing. So they like, but like, it's just weird. But I'm like, that is like right up our alley in terms of the podcast.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not trying to go to like a sex club to like literally like be a swinger and like have sex with them. Like, I just want to like experience it, you know, while I'm like young. Yeah, I don't want to be like this old cougar. Like, I'm gonna go to
That's the only people that
to
are
the
there.
swingers club. Yeah, but I just don't want to be that person. I mean, who knows? Maybe 10 years from now, that'll be my thing.
I was gonna go for my birthday this year.
Really?
Yeah, I was
Interesting.
talking about it, and then this girl not overheard, but I was just saying it out loud because I was actually on my phone looking at all of them, and like what their COVID rules are and all that stuff.
Your screen broken?
Oh, everything's
It's
broken.
been broken
My
for a
life
long
is
time.
broken. And she was just like, "Oh my god, like, can I come with you?" Da da da. I'm like, actually, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get your period around that time, and I don't want to go with you. If she's like, well,
Leaking all over the floor.
Jesus. She was like, well, like we can go another time, blah blah blah. And I was like, are we doing stuff? She's like, no, like we don't have. I'm like, I don't
Why
go
are you
with you.
fucking here?
I don't want to go with you then.
But then, to be fair though, that you could like be more flexible if you went with someone else because you would be a pair. But then people would expect you guys to.
Don't. Whoever I'm going with, I'm having sex with you, and everybody else we are having sex with. I'm not gonna have sex with everybody else and
No,
then
no, I know.
compare
That's what I'm
notes on the way home.
No, they're gonna expect you to be with the person that you came with. Otherwise, that's just a scam.
Some of the places I went to are okay with that.
No, I'm talking about this particular place.
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
only place
yeah.
that I looked into because I just heard about it, and like the person was like, yeah, you know, like they were talking about like one of their like craziest sexapades,
yep.
and they're like, oh,
Definitely
we were
there.
at this place, and they were alluding to it. And they're like, oh, whatever, it's just called Oasis, and everyone was like, oh yeah, I've heard about that, and I was like,
Wait,
I haven't. Yeah,
What? Oh, what?
I was like, Google. So I was like, oh, interesting.
Yeah.
But no, see, that's the thing. I wouldn't go alone because I'd be like
Traumatized.
super awkward. No, not even that. I'd be awkward.
I'm just not that.
And I wouldn't go with like you as like a
Don't.
male friend because
God, Jesus
things
Christ.
are assumed. I would go with a girlfriend though, because like, you know.
Things are still assumed.
Yeah, but not as much.
If I saw two girls come together and they didn't
But
touch
lots
each
of
other,
girls will go together.
God, I hate that.
And I know. I was like, people are gonna hate me.
Yeah.
But like, who knows? Maybe this is my origin story. You know, like I go to this club and I come back on the podcast and I'm like certified freak 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying?
So it's just me and Hugh here today, guys. Jo is stuck in her room. She's she's been through a lot.
Okay. But yeah, all right. Either way, no plans to go. It was just something that I was like, you know, that's interesting. I would go. It has to be like with very specific friends because it's very out there.
Sorry, I'm scrolling forever because
Yeah.
I'm going to show you guys all the websites I went to after.
Oh, okay.
But it was on October 2nd. It's a mighty ways away.
Oh, God. All right. So before we wrap up.
Oh.
Never.
Oh. Before we finish today's episode, Hugh-Gene is going to hit us with a couple would you rathers for old time's sake. So, Hugh, what you got for us?
1 second. Let me get them out. Would you rather have sex with a hot female body and Garfield the cat
Can
head?
you just say it instead of
or
singing?
a hot female head and Garfield body? If you choose Garfield head, it will be loudly meowing the entire time.
Huh?
It will be meowing the whole time.
Would you rather have sex with a hot female body, but
Male body for you.
Yeah, but with Garfield's head.
Like
But-
Garfield the cat.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he will be meowing loudly the whole
Well,
time.
I'm not having sex with a cat's body, so...
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's kind of fluffy.
You're disgusting. We already discussed all this bestiality stuff. There's no way. I can take the meowing.
Every time I hear it,
Ah!
that's not a meow.
That's a meow.
That's not a meow.
That's how Hugh would meow if he
Oh
was
my
a cat.
Meow, meow.
He's like one of those cats. You're like, is your cat okay? Like, I don't even know if that's a cat, to be honest. It just kind of rolled in off the streets. But yeah, obviously, why would I choose the animal body under any scenario?
See, the part that's making me a bit uncomfortable is
Cat body?
I like to get my dick sucked, and I don't think I want a girl to suck my dick if she's a cat face.
Cat face.
It's Garfield more specifically.
Garfield's face. Yeah, like that's the only part. Like,
Lasagna.
I understand what you're saying. Who wants
Was that your Garfield impression?
I don't know. I don't remember
He
his
just
voice.
said
lasagna?
I don't remember his voice, but I know he likes lasagna. I used to be a huge Garfield fan when I was a kid.
So what would you pick, Hugh?
The body.
The Garfield body?
No, the female body.
I don't know. Gotta be specific.
I don't want fucking hairy puss.
No, some people... What? Female body can also have pubic hair.
Not these days.
Yes, the bush is back.
Oh boy.
What?
Sorry, I just thought of something very bad, but it's okay. Let's not.
Okay, yeah.
Just
Probably
trust
for the
me.
best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you rather have spiders with long abdomens and pretty much spiders the size of snakes, or snakes that are small but build webs in your house?
Snakes
The
that are
snakes
small.
and build webs in your house.
Yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
like basically spider-sized snakes or snake-sized spiders.
Yeah.
Spiders are scary and vicious, and some snakes can be huge. So imagine how big that spider would be, and like
The spider slithers like a snake.
What? That's weird, I guess. But either way, it's
That's
just,
more terrifying, to be honest.
yeah. No, I'd choose the snake.
All legs just slithering across the floor.
Come here, nigga. I'm gonna bite that ass.
Oh God.
Come here.
I don't know, but it's the webs around the house. Ugh.
Yeah, but spiders already make webs around the house. So
Yeah,
it's
I'm like, I've seen them.
yeah.
Like, you ever just, like, there's no
I hate
walls.
how you looked up at the ceiling.
Yeah, I
like,
did.
as
I've
if
been
you were
looking
gonna
from
see
you
one.
guys said it. I've been looking around.
No,
the spider snake.
there's
Have you ever
none
just
there.
like
Knock on
been
wood.
walking like and there's nothing nearby that a spider can hold on to, but you just walked into
And
like
you
a web
feel-
and you're like, what the like where?
I
Where did
hate
you jump from
that.
and where did you go?
Happens
Because
to me all the time.
yeah, okay, I thought it was just me.
I spent most of the summer terrorized by a spider that was in my parking spot in the garage. It was like hanging from the light, and it would like come. I remember sitting in my car and watching it come down and go. It was like a yo-yo. It was like playing with me. And one day I came into my car and there was a spider web in the car, and I'm like, it literally broke in, breaking and entering into my vehicle, and I didn't feel safe. I didn't. No, like you're joking, like you're laughing, but I'm
no,
really,
I'm laughing because
it's
you
not
said
okay.
breaking and entering for the spider.
It did. I didn't.
No, I understand. You didn't allow it to come into your vehicle.
When they break into your house too and they live there, they're what do you call them? Squatting?
Terrorists?
Squatting. What? Squatting. Oh my gosh. Hugh,
Yes.
what's the next one? Oh wait, did you pick? Hugh?
What? Oh, just the spider snakes.
Aren't they both spider snakes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this snake webs.
Snake-sized spiders.
Yeah, small ones.
Yeah, the small mini snakes.
Spider-sized snakes.
Yeah, with the webs.
Okay.
Rather be stung by a million bees or stomp on a kitten.
I'll kill that kitten.
Yeah, same.
I will
Stomp the
murder
yard.
that kitten. Heel and toe.
No. You can stomp and not kill it. It could survive, maybe.
I hate cats. I think they are so evil, all of them.
Some are horrible, but some cats are lovely.
Like when I see those Instagram videos of like people just walking and the cat's just chilling, like this lady walked by and he just like boxed the lady in her head and just laid there like it didn't do anything. And I'm like,
I don't understand why cats do that.
I pet them.
And they're so quiet. Oh, I hate that.
No, I mean cats can be very adorable though. I'm not gonna write off all cats,
kittens,
but generally
kittens are
speaking,
adorable.
I am
Cats
a dog
and
person.
shit.
Jesus. So wait, stomp on a kitten or get stung by 1,000 bees?
A
1,000,000. No, because that would kill me. Have you ever seen My Girl? He died by the bee sting.
Is that a show?
It's a movie.
Oh.
It was like I don't know. I remember seeing it when I was a kid, but it was like not a kid's movie. It was like older.
Oh, okay.
So it's
the
probably,
only reason why I
it's
asked,
probably from like the 80s or early
it's because
70s.
I'm Jamaican. You can't just say that.
What do you mean?
You ever see My Girl? I'm like, who? That's why I looked at you like, who?
No.
I was confused. Like, oh, who do you know? Okay.
No. But fair, touche. But okay. Interesting. All right. Well, thank you for those Would You Rathers.
Wait, Hugh.
What?
Oh, you didn't pick.
Are you going to kill the cat?
Yeah, I said I'll stomp the kitten. I said when you said
Oh, he did. You're right.
stomping it.
All
Stomp
right.
yard.
We can be found on
Trumping.
all social media platforms. Our Instagram is at This Square Room. We have a Twitter as well. Of course, our website is thissquareroom.com/ask. Thissquareroom.com, and you can ask us questions at thissquareroom.com/ask.
Upstairs moment.
I mean,
She's in the elevator.
That's still our
She's
website.
in the elevator, yeah.
Cut me some slack, y'all. It's been a long
That's why you're in the elevator.
day. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we will see you next Tuesday.